following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Friday, March 18, 2022. Live look at the T-Dot Spartway camera as you make your way in today. Look, it's going to be some rough weather later on. And with that, intern, hit it, brother. Weather brought to you by 50 Forward, a Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults, is a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website at joinallofus.org/50forward. And the weather, my goodness. All right, so it's okay right now. A little cloudy, 55 degrees, but man, chance of rain later today, 100%. Some severe weather might be rolling through, so keep your eye to the sky today as you make your way around Middle Tennessee, because it could get rough and bumpy. So please be careful on this Friday, March 18th. Welcome in the mornings on Main Street. Got a fun show for you today coming your way. At 7:30, we'll talk to our good friend Tommy Bryan. His high school alma mater is playing the state semifinals this afternoon in basketball down in Murfreesboro. And that's a great thing. I mean, your high school hasn't played this game in decades, and they're there. So Tommy, of course, with the Wilson Post Hall of Fame sports writer, I don't think we've had a Hall of Famer on the show yet. And so Tommy's going to be a Hall of Famer, our first Hall of Famer. He'll join us at 7:15. There's a great organization in town that all they do is make people smile. It's called the Nashville Dolphins. And if you've never heard about the Nashville Dolphins, they got a special event coming up. They take special needs kids and they get to go swimming. And all it is just smiles and smiles and smiles. And there's a wonderful person behind this organization who's going to tell us about some great things coming up that we want you guys to know about. And we're so happy that they're in Nashville and spreading their love and joy with everybody all the time. As we always do, let's bring in the intern today, feverishly working behind the scenes.
Hello.
You doing okay? Let's see the hair today. How are we?
Oh, it's a little, it's not great.
All right, so you got perfect hair. Another day you cut your hair.
Yeah.
We had comments on our Facebook page. People are upset that you cut your hair.
I know. I was
starting with me.
Surprised, I know. And you gave me that advice, and I just didn't heed your advice to not do it because I didn't understand the ripple effect it could have.
Well, I didn't know what was going on until I got to my wallet and you had stolen or borrowed my Great Clips coupon to go over there. So I hope it was worth the $6.
They were like, "Oh my God, Joe, you need a haircut? That's awesome. Come in."
My Sports Clips card. Okay, in case you went to bed last night early, the greatest upset in the NCAA basketball tournament history happened last night. All right, so there were 17, according to one report, there were 17 million brackets that were entered. I don't know if it's ESPN. I don't know where, but I'm going to say ESPN. So Kentucky got beat last night by St. Peter's, who's their mascot's a peacock. They beat Kentucky last night in overtime. And we're going to show, I'm going to show you the highlights last night from ESPN real quick. And this is kind of get you up to date on what happened.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
Wow.
So let me tell you what happened to the brackets. Okay, let me go to this screen. We're going to share it. We'll do that. Don't give me a commercial again. Just play the thing. Just play the thing. get the commercial out of the way there real quick. All right. So anyway, Kentucky lost last night, 85-79 to St. Peter's. Pull up their intern. There we go.
Nadefo. Oh, pretty.
Are you kidding me? I'm trying to go full screen. Anyway, watch this here. Watch how we'll do this. Boop, goodbye. All right, welcome in. Anyway, Kentucky lost last night. So there's 17 million brackets. It's Friday, man. So now in the world, according to this ESPN thing, there's only 700 perfect brackets. So that means 99% plus brackets are now broken.
And they're all like St. Peter people that go to St. Peter's or like our alumni.
Yeah, done. All right. So the greatest episode before that, according to some reports, was an MTSU beat Michigan State back in 2016.
Hey.
That was the greatest upset at the time. So now that's Kentucky's been replaced. But man, Kentucky fans last night on social media, what
was the seed? Was Kentucky
second
and St. Peter's?
The Peacocks for 15.
The Peacocks.
The fourth assistant coach for Kentucky makes more than the head coach at St. Peter's. Just to show you what happens. Wow. It goes on. I mean, it was unbelievable last night.
I bet they got so hype.
Oh, crazy. Now, Tennessee did one. They beat the Longwood Lancers by like 30. So they'll play Michigan on Saturday. And the big thing was Kentucky was going to play Murray State. Murray State's in the Nashville viewing area. Mm-hmm. Murray State beat San Francisco in overtime. So they'll play, who they'll play on Saturday, but it won't be, they'll play St. Peter's. Oh. So Murray State plays St. Peter's. So they should have an easy way to the Sweet 16. Crazy, man.
Isn't there a potential Gonzaga matchup with Tennessee?
Could be.
It's like 2 games.
Villanova,
that's what
Villanova.
Right.
Yeah. So way to pay attention.
Yeah.
So Villanova's
trying to drop knowledge, and I did the opposite.
All right, let's get to the latest headlines from the Main Street National e-edition right to your inbox every weekday. You can pull it up there. This is a cool story. Now, this is the one, the typewriter guy in Goodlettsville, I think it is. Ashley Perham with a great story. This is the guy that Tom Hanks came and visited because Tom Hanks collects typewriters, and so does this dude.
Wow.
Collects typewriters. Look at all those typewriters. But do you know how to use a typewriter?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, what are they like? It's like a hologram kind of thing.
It is, but they used to use these things, man. And there's the
paperweight,
the old style. I mean, it's crazy. This guy collects them.
I like the clacking until about the 4th clack.
Oh, well, it's funny because you make an error on those. You got to go in and use a little paper that you slide in there and you punch it and takes the letter out and read. As many errors as I make when I type.
Right.
It's brutal.
I couldn't imagine that. Yeah, that's
brutal. So nice little story there. Okay, so also we like doing this on Friday. They're coming out in the e-edition. The pothole report, we call it. So it's still awful around town. I mean, it's awful around town. And I saw a picture this morning of a lady who hit a pothole. I don't remember where it was in Nashville, though, and it just bent her rim.
Oh, my gosh.
It bent her rim.
And you have to, stay in the lane to hit it. Like, it's perfectly where your tires go.
Right. Awful. She's like, who's going to pay for this? I'm like, well, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you will.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm the one that has to tell you this.
I saw Dennis Ferrier on Fox 17 to report about potholes, and 99.9% of the claims don't get paid. You have to pay for them.
Are you saying when your vehicle gets messed up because of a pothole?
Yeah. You have to pay for it.
That's crazy. I feel like they're getting better, but then
where have you been riding?
I don't know. I guess
you left your house lately?
Anywhere from here to Nashville, it's bad.
It's awful. Yes, I totally agree. So there you can keep up to date on where some of the latest. It says staying streetwise, where some of the reports are happening there. Look, why don't we get invited to this? Now this makes me mad. Firefighter named champion of Zaxby's wing eating contest. I would have totally done this.
They probably just knew that you would blow the competition out of the water.
Look how happy Ben Jurgen is. Oh, he got a hat too. He's already got a hat, and he gets another hat. Here's the deal, though, with the wings. I would not do hot wings because
nuclear, right, or whatever.
I'm not doing that because if I eat those hot wings, I'm sitting in a creek for the next 2 weeks, and I'm not doing that.
It doesn't look fun, too.
It doesn't look fun.
When they're done eating them, they're just like, please get.
How many wings did he eat? He ate 21 wings.
Wow, that's actually a lot.
But how? I mean, but we talking big wings, small wings.
And if he didn't eat that many, did he have to pay for it?
Yeah, no kidding. That should be part of the things. If you don't eat all these, you got to pay for what you didn't eat.
Yeah.
So anyway, congratulations there, buddy, and thank you for your service. You're a hero. We just want that fireman hat that you got
let me get one.
Right. All right. So the national banner comes out, and they had the history of the national banner. This is 70 years ago, and something I've never seen in a paper before: a picture above the banner. Well, the banner in this play, obviously the banner, but the banner
right
on the paper. But they've got a picture above. I've never seen that before.
Maybe they were just testing it out, see how it was.
Well, I don't know, because I guess you couldn't put it below here anywhere.
That's the first ever panorama shot from an
It
iPhone.
might be. The guy used his G phone to do that. But there's a big dinner downtown that was going on.
It's the size of a typewriter.
Look at all these stories is jammed on the front page again.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, look, free ride to the polls to vote. Okay, they're good. Let's move on. Okay. Funny, we had our call yesterday, right? We're talking about after show. We call it the post-mortem, our show meeting.
Right.
And you said, hey, man, have you talked to Brandon Marcy lately? And I said, I have not talked to him.
I was like, where's BM?
There he is.
Wow.
Brandon Marcy, CFO of Versus 12, a Salesforce solution integrator in healthcare consulting, which I don't know what any of that means.
You know, we used to just say VIRSYS.
Yeah.
So now that we're saying Versus, I feel like we're taking a step in the right direction.
We are in the right direction. But you're like, hey, man, you ever talked to Brandon Marcy lately? I'm like, I haven't.
Yeah.
And
B-Ran.
Yeah. And then Marcy is in the paper today.
Man.
And you're like, Marcy? I'm like, Marcy. Brandon Marcy. Like, oh, yeah, that guy.
BM. That's what
Yeah. So congratulations, Brandon.
Yeah, good job.
Doing well, buddy. We're so
close
proud
friend,
of you.
Close friend of mine.
All right. So look at this. Amazon MGM finalized an $8 billion merger. Where do you start with this?
These numbers, man.
Do you write a piece of paper and Bezos slides it over and says, hey, man, 8.5 billion. We're going to buy.
Bezos
buying
like, who
the
cares?
world.
Yeah, why not? I know. I saw a FedEx and UPS truck parked at an AutoZone.
Yeah.
And I figured that there was just an Amazon hate meeting going on.
Do you know that FedEx and UPS are going to combine forces?
Are they really?
Do you know what it's going to be called?
What?
Fed Up. Please, folks, use that and you make your way around the world today.
But make sure you source it.
All right, there's Tennessee wins over Longwood. Hey, East Nashville wins. They're in the state finals. Great coverage by a gang on Main Street Preps. East Robertson goes to the 1A semifinals. Of course, we'll have Tommy Bryan at 7:30. Lebanon takes on Bearden, I think, today as they play this afternoon. There, Tommy with the story right there.
Hey.
Hall of Fame sports on the show.
Nice.
We're going to have to bring our name for that.
I know.
Man.
I need to get a button.
Plus, it's his alma mater. It's even more fun.
Exactly.
So Bearden will play Lebanon this afternoon at 2:30.
Man, when I went there to old LHS, I always wanted to be a part of a winning team, and it's just good to see that.
Wait, that's your alma mater too?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I was in that student section.
Sounds better though when you say it's Tommy's alma mater than yours.
For sure. Well, you know, the Hall of Fame thing. But other than that, like, what else, right? I'm just kidding. I'm
Good
totally
call.
joking.
Hey, Nashville Predators lost last night. They're one of the worst teams in hockey, the Philadelphia Flyers. So Preds back home tomorrow night to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs with all that. So if you want to see the Preds game tomorrow night, there you go. Go see the Preds. All right, let's move way on over here to the other side. Let's get our look at this guy. I mean, I tell you what, if your day right now, you're like, man, I don't know if I want to get out of bed or not. Let this guy be your inspiration.
How you're going to click on the dog?
It's a story about dogs. It's called The Happiest Place on Earth.
Nice.
It's in Nashville. It's the happiest place on earth. Read the article and you will absolutely agree.
Heck yeah. Killing it with the articles lately, man.
Killing it, man. All right, let's get your horoscope in here today, pal.
Let's do it.
Taurus, throw yourself into what you must do and refuse to let yourself become overwhelmed with the process of getting from beginning to end. Dedication and hard work will help you meet demands and build the self-confidence to take on your next task. Wow. I do not know what any of that means.
No, yeah, it doesn't seem relevant to anything, right?
Nothing in life at all. Yes, boy, good job there. Make sure you join our good friend Devin O'Day, Main Street Today, coming your way at 11 o'clock across these same Main Street media platforms. We love Devin, and that is a fun show.
Yes.
All right, time for Comic Strip Tease brought to you by
Possibly You.
So today we'll go back to our old standby favorite. This is Blondie, the voice of the little punk kid selling stuff. Will be me as Bob Hope. The voice of Dagwood will be the intern as
I will do. I'll go Owen Wilson, I guess.
Okay, Owen Wilson. All right, here we go. Never seen the segment before? Close your eyes and shut your ears off. Here we go. All right, here's the little boy. 3, 2.
Hey, mister, check out my customized baseball cards, Mr. B. I made them online.
Elmo Tuttle, future all-star player and moolah maker.
Hey, you better buy now before I sell out.
Wow, it's even got gum in it.
You're still chewing bubble gum?
I'm just trying to support Elmo, dear. That was a bad. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's a bad cartoon. But look at this. All these cartoons you get in here. This is amazing.
Right. No. It's
Oh,
awesome.
my goodness.
They're vivid colors.
It's terrible. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back to the other side. We're going to introduce you to the Nashville Dolphins. No, it's not a football team. It's something much, much better. We'll show you that next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Dental coverage may be a small investment, but it has big benefits. Because dental coverage and preventive oral care leads to more than a healthier smile. It leads to a healthier life overall. Delta Dental makes it easy to get the care you need. With the nation's largest network, you're more likely to find or keep a dentist you love. And with comprehensive coverage and additional discounts, you'll have benefits you love too. Make a lasting investment in your oral and overall health with coverage from Delta Dental. Visit deltadentaltn.com to learn more.
Hey, Toby. Toby knows comfort, whether day or night. Through the highs and the lows, Toby knows. You've put it off long enough. That old system is just out with the old, in with the new. We'll make it worthwhile all the way through. Derryberry is your local independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. Visit DerryberryAC.com today and schedule a visit. Derryberry Heat and Air, making customers for life.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. You could get arrested. But one thing's for sure, you were wrong when you said it was no big deal.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street on this Friday, March the 18th, 2022. Traffic looking good there off the T-Dot Smartway cameras. You make your way in and around Middle Tennessee today, but keep your eye to the sky, and here's why. Intern. The report brought to you by our friends at 54, the Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. Proud partner with the All of Us research program for the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website, joinallofus.org/50forward. Now, right now it's 55 degrees around Nashville, but my goodness, later on today, yeah, chihuahua. Chance of rain about 100%, some severe weather coming in, winds about 30 miles an hour. So be careful. And tomorrow, cloudy, mid-50s. But today's what we're paying attention to. So as you make your way around the area, please, again, be careful. All right, let's bring in now this lady with this great organization, Brenda Vroon from Nashville Dolphins. Brenda, thank you for doing this. And I'm just so honored you're on our show today. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
I know the last couple of years with the pandemic has been rough and everything, and even trying to come see you guys and all that. But now things are much better, aren't they?
Yes, much better. We're excited to be back in the pool, back swimming. Yeah, so things are good.
All right, explain for those out there what the Nashville Dolphins is all about.
The Nashville Dolphins, we are a nonprofit organization based here in Nashville, and we offer swim lessons and swim team to kids and adults with special needs. So we have about 96 members on our swim team, and we compete in Special Olympics. And we have currently 156 people in our Learn to Swim programs. Drowning is the #1 cause of accidental death in people with special needs. So our programs are so important. We actually have a wait list of over About 300 people are on our wait list. We serve right now about 11 counties in Tennessee.
My goodness, I had no idea. First of all, I had no idea that was a leading cause of death. And then, of course, the wait list there. I've seen the countless videos of you guys. I remember when CBS Evening News came down and did a story with you guys. And the one thing I take away from every time I see a story about you guys, Brenda, smiles nonstop.
Yeah, for sure. You know, especially our program is so much more than just swimming. It gives our friends exercise. It gives them, it lets them to be a part of a team. We have no age out policy. So once you're a dolphin, you're always a dolphin. So our littlest dolphin is 1, and our oldest dolphin is probably maybe in 40s or 50s.
Oh, that's great, Brenda. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah. All right, we'll talk more about the organization, but you got a special event coming up on April the 7th. And I'm going to put the screen up here right now, and it's Clay Classic and Crawfish Boil. The Tennessee Titans are a big part of this too.
Yes, the Tennessee Titans are a presenting sponsor. We have lots of amazing sponsors. We are having this is our 9th annual Crawfish Boil, but this year we have added a clay tournament. It is on Thursday, April 7th at the Nashville Gun Club. So if you're a shooter, you can come out and shoot and eat crawfish, or if shooting's not your thing, you can just come and eat crawfish and have cocktails. We'll have live music. We're going to have a whiskey tasting. Hank Ingram is going to be doing a whiskey tasting with his whiskey. It's going to be a great event.
I love this. And it's the last 2 years was so difficult for a lot of people, especially you guys. You couldn't have these events, which benefit you guys and so much help for you guys and everything. So to have these events back, what's it like for all this to come back again?
Well, we're so excited to have an in-person event. We raise all of our money by grants, individual donations, and our fundraisers, which are huge for us. So when the pandemic shut our fundraising down, we actually kind of changed gears. And in 2020, we did a drive-through crawfish boil. So kind of think Okefenokee Swamp meets crawfish. So people would drive through. There was music and different things as they drove through. They would pick up their crawfish and take it home, which worked, but it wasn't as successful as having an in-person event. So we are really excited to get people back together.
Oh, I love this. Let me ask you this. When a young man or young woman with special needs comes to swim and everything, and they get into the pool that first time, what's that like?
It's amazing. We have all kinds of disabilities, so we don't turn anyone away. So if there's a disability, from Down syndrome to autism, spina bifida, cerebral palsy. So, we see all kinds of people. We really try to focus on people's ability and not their disability, but to see the joy on people's faces when they get in the water or when they realize the things that they can do, especially, a lot of times our population is told what they can't do. So to see people just thrive in the water is really, motivating and uplifting.
I tell people, we have people on the show all the time, Brenda, small businesses and, performers and whatever. And I say the greatest advertisement you get is word of mouth more than anything else. And so reading this from a volunteer, talking about volunteer with the Dolphins, highlight of my week, no matter how many days go on, always leave practice with a smile. Swimming has been joy in my life. I'm thrilled that I have the opportunity to share my passion with this amazing community. I mean, when you read something like that, Brenda, from volunteer, like that gets you. That's emotional.
For sure. And I think that, the main takeaway from us I think that sets us apart, and I don't know any other program like us in the country, is that we do not charge a dime. So our program is, we rely on volunteers. We're run by over 200 volunteers. And, just like that said, I mean, once you volunteer with us, you always come back. It is so, so rewarding. And you don't have to have swim experience to volunteer with us. We train our volunteers. So it is an amazing way to give back. And it does really definitely put a smile on your face.
Everybody needs to know about this organization. I love the picture there. I love the kids on the left. Just exuberance and so happy. Just so happy. Yes. That's an amazing picture. Brenda, when CBS Evening News came down to do a story, what was your first reaction when you got the call?
I almost died. Like, I could not believe it. A local channel did a story on us, Channel 5, and then I got an email from Nora O'Donnell's producer, who happens to be a Nashvilleian, and we just could not believe it. So we were so excited. It was an amazing opportunity for us to be on the nightly news with Nora O'Donnell, for sure.
Are there other Nashville Dolphins in other cities, like Cincinnati Dolphins, or that you know?
That would be our ultimate goal, is to have Dolphins everywhere. I mean, that would be a dream. But there are other, other swim teams of people with special needs, but I don't know any other program like us that doesn't charge our participants.
That's amazing. Again, the website, NashvilleDolphins.org. So if people want to get involved, they want to donate or volunteer, just go to the website.
Yeah, you can just go to our website. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can buy tickets to our event on our website. You can fill out a volunteer application on our website. You can, learn more about us, see our videos, and see what we're up to.
And again, anything else? I know you got the Crawfish Bowl. You got a big event tomorrow too?
Tomorrow, our swim team is competing in our first Special Olympics swim meet in over 2 years. So they've been our swim meets have been shut down. So this is our first swim meet tomorrow morning at the Centennial Sportsplex. So we are really excited to be back in the water competing.
Will everybody be there? All the kids? And
our swim team will be there. Yeah.
Oh, is that so? It's 11 o'clock at Centennial Sportsplex. I'm assuming that's open to the public.
It starts at 9. It's going to be from 9 to 12 at the Centennial Sportsplex. To be honest, I don't know if it's open to the public, but if you want to come try and cheer us on, we would love it.
Yeah, just go down there and do all that. And again, the Clay Classic and Crawfish Boil on April the 7th. And I love that the Titans have gotten behind this.
Yes, the Titans have always been a big supporter of the Dolphins, which is amazing. Also, I'd love to point out we're going to be having an online auction in conjunction with our event. So if you're not able to attend our event, make sure you check our website for our auction. The Predators are a big supporter of the Dolphins. We're actually going to be a featured charity on April 24th at the Preds game. We're going to be auctioning off some Titans paraphernalia, some Preds paraphernalia on our online auction.
Love it. Love every bit of this. All right, so we're going to have you back on, Brenda, maybe a day or two before the Crawfish Boil, to kind of give us a last minute kind of thing, what's happening with everything that's going on, and we'll continue to promote you. Brenda, you're an angel on earth. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you.
All right, you too as well. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a great day. Thanks, Joe.
Brenda Vroon, Nashville Dolphins, the website, NashvilleDolphins.org. Just another example of why I think Middle Tennessee is the best community in America. People like Brenda and the organization do so much for so many. And I love the fact that nobody ages out. I absolutely love the fact that nobody ages out and have smiles and have such a good time. That's wonderful. All right, so everybody come back. Our good friend Tommy Bryan from the Wilson Post will join us, has his alma mater and the intern's alma mater plays in quite possibly the biggest basketball game in the history of the school this afternoon down in Murfreesboro. Tommy joins us next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
And I can't think of anything more important than buying and selling a new home, except for one thing, and that's finding a new home for a displaced pet here in the Middle Tennessee area.
We got Mr. Charlie out at Lucky Farms Animal Rescue, a sweet little pit bull named Luna at Mount Juliet Animal Control. Please help us find her a home. We're getting him back to on all four paws, but we need someone to take him home.
you, Hunter Briley, Regal Realty Group, proud sponsor of Pet of the Week. He was the first one to hop on board, 4 or 5 months ago. Let's bring in our good friend Hunter Briley from Regal Realty Group, who joins us this morning. My man, how are you, buddy?
He doesn't even know he's missing a leg. He's that sweet. I know somebody out there has a place in their home for him.
Thank you so much, Joe, for all your help and work that we're doing on this. I'm so excited to be part of Pet of the Week every single week.
Love you, Big Joe. Love you bunches. See you.
Hero, man. Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street Live. Look at the T-Dot Smartway camera. You can tell it's overcast, cloudy, and later this afternoon it could be bumpy. So wind turn, hit it, brother. Brought to you by our friends at 54, the national area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institute of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website at joinallofus.org/54. And here's the weather report, my friends. It's about mid-50s right now in Nashville, but later on today, chance of rain 100%. And it could be severe. So keep your eye to the sky, have your phone with you, and just be prepared because we never know when these storms roll in like that. So, again, we want you to be safe on Friday, the March 18th. Now, 100% chance of rain leads into a 100% chance of being awesome, and that's our next guest, Tommy Bryan from the Wilson Post, Hall of Famer. Tommy, how are you, buddy?
Joe, I can't do anything, guys, coming back. I've got headsets and I've got everything live coming through here, but I can do a cold hit for you. Lebanon's playing in the semifinals of the state tournament today at 2:30 against a really good Knox Bearden team. Lebanon has been to the state semis before in 2000. Coach Randall Hutto was the head coach of that team. They advanced to the Final Four. The next year in 2001, Lebanon High made it to the first round in the quarterfinals. But it has been 20 years since Lebanon has been in the state tournament. The girls have been each of the last 3 years. They lost in the regional this year. The 3 previous years they had been. It's really a good time at Lebanon High School. Football team's coming off a record of 11-2. Baseball, softball, really having solid starts to their season. But the Blue Devils and Jim McDowell have made it to Murfreesboro. They are the district tournament champs. They were district regular season champs. They made it to the region, got over that tough regional semifinal game. They defeated previously undefeated Beach in the finals of the region, which gave Lebanon an opportunity to play a home sectional game. I call it sub-state from back in the day, where they knocked off Independence in that game. They go to the state tournament. They defeated I've gone blank. They defeated Clarksville High by a score of 62-57 Wednesday. And in that game, Lebanon had a 10-point lead with about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And here comes Clarksville. They come roaring back. They've got an incredible player by the name of J.J. Wheat who can really light it up. That little guard has scored 2,000 points in his career. But the Blue Devils knocked down some free throws in the late stretches of the basketball game. They kept attacking the basket. Clarksville forced a foul. And a great turnout by the Lebanon community, the student body. They're letting them out of school today at 12 to go to the Murphy Center for that 2:30 tip-off against Knox Bearden. And when you get to the state, Joe, everybody's good. Everybody's good. People want to know is, how good is Bearden? Well, you've made it to the state. You're pretty good. You've made it to the state tournament. Bearden defeated Cane Ridge in their first game, their quarterfinal game, right before Lebanon took the floor. And Cane Ridge has got the 5-star Mr. Basketball, Miller, tremendous player. But Cane Ridge prevailed and won that basketball game. Now, a kid that Lebanon's really going to have to keep an eye on, Elijah Bredwood, Bredwood. He's a 6'1" guard for Knox Bearden. He was a Mr. Basketball finalist. So the Blue Devils going to have their work cut out for them. Lebanon's basically got it down to 7 players since Christmas. They've won 14 out of 16 games. They've got their rotation down to about 7. Lebanon plays Yaron Alexander, a senior. Rolando Dowell, a senior, is a guard. They've got a 6'8" junior, Jared Hall, who is probably the most heralded basketball player that's ever come out of Lebanon High School, Joe. He was a middle school point guard who went through an incredible growth spurt, and he's now a 6'8" swing guy who can take you inside. He can pull up and shoot the jump shot. Also starting in this bunch, we've got Jalen Abston, the quarterback for Lebanon's football team, who threw for like 3,000 yards. He does a lot of the dirty work around the basket. Wyatt Bowling is a junior. He plays a guard position. Coming off the bench, Bryce Nizik, a sophomore who also plays baseball and he plays football. He's a free safety on the football team. Nizik is a deadly shooter when he gets in the basketball game. And Aiden Donald comes off the bench, kind of a big power forward. He plays offensive tackle in football. So at Lebanon, they've been pretty good about sharing athletes through the years. They take this small school approach on how they're going to do things. And if a kid wants to play multiple sports, they're more than happy to let them do that. So it's a fun thing right now in Lebanon. A lot of the marquee signs all around town are lit up with the Let's Go Big Blue. Lebanon's Coach Jim McDowell, himself a Lebanon High graduate who played point guard for the Blue Devils. He's got the team sequestered over in Murfreesboro. They're staying at a hotel at an undisclosed location. When you have a bunch of 16 and 17-year-old guys, sometimes it's best to get them away from everybody and let them concentrate on what they're doing basketball-wise. And that's been a good move for them. Once again, 2:30 today at Murphy Center. And
Tommy, can you hear us?
I'm broadcasting pretty much in the blind because I can't hear you coming back. But give me a hand signal to keep going, or
you're good.
Okay, a couple more minutes. Well, it's I usually don't have very much trouble coming up with something to say, but it's it's a really good time to be a fan of Lebanon High athletics. Things are going well, and we expect another great crowd over at Murphy Center today. Joe, thanks for the visit. I appreciate it. I'm Tommy Bryan. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you, Tommy. Look, Tommy just did 8 minutes, didn't take a break, and didn't say ums. So, Tommy, that's fantastic for that. Well done, Tommy Bryan. I love the fact that it's also his alma mater, an intern. I believe you're unmuted now. Look at you. You're hanging on every word that Tommy Bryan was saying.
That was awesome. That was great.
Let's see you go 7 minutes on anything.
I can't. Not any. I really can't even if I had it.
I could talk about my dog for 7 minutes, and that's about it.
Right, exactly.
Tommy Bryan with that's called a grand slam, brother.
Oh,
Tommy,
right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. Now, usually we'd have our friend Alan Bell coming up next. Alan, though, because of the Kentucky loss last night, he works for CBS Sportsline. He's on their national show today, so he sent me a text at 1 o'clock in the morning. So Alan will be with us next week. Again, Kentucky lost. The brackets are all upset, bracket busting. We got basketball, like Tommy said, down in Murfreesboro. We got the tournament going on. So it's a fun time if you are a sports fan. With that, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We're going to air a story we did the other day on this great new exhibit at Opry Mills, Legos. If If you've got kids and you love Legos, this story's for you. It's coming up next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Welcome to Main Street Nashville. Our newly launched e-edition allows you to read our paper online from anywhere in the world. You are in control of how and when you read or listen. Subscribers can access our e-edition online at mainstreet-nashville.com or on a smartphone or tablet using our Main Street Nashville app. In a browser, today's and all previous issues are available at the click of a button. Main Street Nashville is fully responsive. Click and drag your cursor to move the paper left and right. To see photos and text at a larger scale, double-click on a page. Clicking Print will allow you to print an article or crossword at your convenience. View photo galleries and videos by clicking the icon on an image. Click play on videos once the screen appears. Main Street Nashville's e-edition is a simple, new way to interact with and consume news. Access the full e-edition of Main Street Nashville on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Read whatever you want, whenever you want. If you have any questions, we're here to help. Call us at 615-527-4104 or email us at news@mainstreetnash.com.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Shout out to the Mornings on Main Street band. These guys are fantastic. Listen to this riff here. Yeah. These guys are great. Damn, you guys are wonderful. Thanks for all you do. What's that? No, still no smoking in the building. Okay, sorry with
Don't
that.
spark that.
All right, there's a look at the Fern Street overpass. The traffic, you see that it's raining and it's overcast. That means it's time for the weather. Hit it, intern. Brought to you by our good friends at 50 Forward, a Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. It's a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institute of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website, joinallofus.org/50forward. You know who'd be a good spokesperson for 50 Forward? 50 Cent. He's over 50, isn't he now? No, maybe he's not. Maybe he is.
No, I think he remains 50 cents.
Perfect, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so here's the weather here in Nashville. Mid-50s right now, but later on there's a 100% chance of rain. It could be severe, right? So my daughter's driving up today from Mississippi to see me for the weekend. She's been put on hold, but she says the weather going through Mississippi and Alabama right now is awful. So she's going to delay her trip for a little bit. So I wish everybody traveling today, be careful on your way around Middle Tennessee. And please keep your eye to the sky. Working in news for so many years, you know, these things are so unpredictable and you see what happens. So please be careful. All right. As we said, our good friend Alan Bell had to cancel because he's doing national TV stuff for CBS Sports Line because Kentucky got beat in the last night in the first round. It's the greatest upset, at least according to me and according to the brackets, the greatest upset ever in the NCAA tournament. There were 17 million brackets now that were filled out. Now, because of Kentucky's loss, only 700 are perfect. What would you said yesterday, intern, about finding a grain of salt? Didn't you say that?
Yeah, so to get a perfect bracket, it would be like finding or picking up a random piece of sand.
And that be the one?
And it being the grain of sand, that's correct, yeah. Out of all the beaches and deserts in the world. How crazy is that?
Imagine if you do pick up that one.
Yeah, I know. It's like this looks like it. Is this it?
Oh, my goodness. All right. So because of that, we're going to air a story the other day that if you've got kids, we've all played with Legos growing up. We've stepped on them. We've cursed at them and everything else. So there's an interactive exhibit going on at Opry Mills with Legos. It's really, really cool. We spent some time with them the other day, and here's the story.
Yeah, we're here at Awesome Exhibition that was designed and created by the Brickman team, one of the world's 22 certified Lego model professionals. So we have Brian McNaught, who is the Brickman, and his team who created all of these wonderful models that we have on display here. We have 39 models that highlight areas all over the globe. Awesome animals, awesome places, and modes of transportation to visit all of those awesome places and awesome animals.
How long does it take to set something like this up?
We have the process down to about 6 days.
That's pretty good. Put everything together.
Awesomeness in a short amount of time.
And like, for example, behind us, we're seeing the Eiffel Tower, and there's a lot of cool things like a DeLorean. There's a Ferris wheel. I mean, there's a lot of different things here that's created by Legos.
Absolutely. Some of the pieces that you see part of the exhibit are created with a few thousand Lego bricks, and some of them take over 200,000 bricks. So you're going to see a lot of different scale. You're going to see multiple brick types, from the Duplo to the standard bricks that you're probably familiar with if you're a Lego fan.
I think we all are at some point. That's what I was going to ask you next, because I think we never stop loving Legos. With our kids, with adults, we see it, we create. There's a lot of creating here that's going on that I think we could take away from this place. At least I think I could.
Absolutely. One of the great things that we have in this exhibition is that it is a interactive piece. So we have 5 different build stations where we invite guests to come and build something that they can display for the day as part of the exhibit. And then we also have a community art project that we're very excited about that guests go wild over. So it's a lot of building, creating, and using your imagination.
Why is it important for you guys to have all that instead of just coming in looking at the great structures you guys have created? Why is it important to make this so interactive?
Yeah, one of the specialties that Rockefeller Productions really takes to heart as part of our mission is creating content that engages all levels. So the child audience as well as the adult audience, young at heart. So one of the things that is very key to our company and to this exhibit is creating those tactile experiences. We're not just presenting something for you, we want to create something with you, and that's what you'll get here at Awesome Exhibition.
We're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. I mean, just looking behind you here with the picture of Paris and everything going on. I mean, this is just much more, Michael, than just putting up exhibits.
Absolutely. There is so much creativity that goes into it, and there's so much behind the scenes. If you come and visit us at Awesome Exhibition, you will get to see some of the fun facts displayed at each model about how many hours it takes to build it, who was the lead builder, how many bricks, what does it weigh, all of the fun facts for our Lego lovers who are a little bit older than the child.
Yes, like us. Why does this work? I mean, why are we still in love with Legos all these years later?
Well, the great thing about Lego as a product is that it is universal. Regardless of your age, regardless of what language you speak, you intuitively know what you're supposed to do with Lego. You get to build and you get to create. And so there's something for everyone who comes here. And we hope that when you come, you experience awesome.
You ever stepped on a Lego?
So many times. Luckily here, while we're working, shoes are required, but that barefoot step is the worst.
Oh, that's good. I appreciate your time, brother. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for visiting us here at Awesome. We hope to see all of you as well.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
tradition. Come on into our store, Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door, flowers blooming in the springtime, and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Again, normally we'd have Alan Bell at this moment, but Alan Bell was being had to get called into the national guys on CBS Sports Line where he works because of the upset last night with the Kentucky. So Alan will be back next week. He profusely apologized and sent me a mini text at 1 o'clock in the morning where I was fast asleep.
He's a great man.
He is a great man. All right, time for celebrity birthdays brought to you by our friends at Donaldson Cafe and Catering. Today it's hamburgers. I've spent 2 days at Donaldson Cafe this week. I'll make it 3 today, eating their food because they are fantastic. Check them out online. Donaldson Cafe and Catering. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Intern, just you and me. You ready?
Let's do it.
First up, actress, singer Vanessa Williams.
What does she sing? Anything that you know?
She sings Save the Best for Last.
Let's go 44.
59. Queen Latifah. Now, I'm a big Queen Latifah fan.
Me too.
Queen Latifah.
58.
52. Comedian Dane Cook. Come on, Dane Cook. Pay-per-view. 20 minutes.
What happened to him? Let's do.
You know what movie that's from?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, good. Making sure.
Just get hit in the face. Right.
Right.
Oh man. I've been lathering these things up since 8.
That's right.
Let's go for Dane Cook 46.
50. Singer Adam Levine from Maroon 5.
I always get him and the new Queen singer mixed up. Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert, yes. Both equally talented.
Right, both name Adam. Let's say that he is 51.
He is 43.
Dang.
I would have missed all these too as well. That's okay.
Tough one today.
Composer John Kander, the original composer of the Broadway show Chicago, which came out a long time ago.
Original. Okay, 91.
Ooh, 95. Good job there.
Thanks. Still wrong.
Singer Irene Cara from Fame.
Come on, Irene.
Nope.
No. All right, let's say 71.
63. She's like, we could make it forever. Fame.
Dang, if I would have heard that before, I would have
TV personality Mike Rowe.
62.
60. You got it. Good job, pal.
Thanks.
Well done.
Thank you, man.
Singer Philip Sweet of Little Big Town. He's one of the 2 dudes. I don't know which one.
There's so many of them. Probably 55.
48.
Darn.
Let's get you out on a good one, right? Somebody that we know. Bonnie Blair, Olympic speed skater.
I know all the Olympic speed skaters, so this is perfect.
She won a gold medal in the early 90s, I think.
Okay. Thank you. That was a nice hint. Let's say 41.
Okay. So if she's 41 and won a speed
that's dumb.
Then make her 11.
Okay, so she's 51.
She's 58. Let's try there. All right, man. Good job. I know you got work to do. We'll see you on Monday. Thanks, brother. Thanks for our guests as well. Go to our YouTube page at Main Street Nashville. Click on Mornings on Main Street. All the segments will be there for you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Remember, stay safe with the weather coming through. And as always, you make your way through the world. Be nice, be kind, smile. Let people in traffic, open doors for people. Remember, listen, nobody cares about your CrossFit workout unless you're doing it for a charity. And as always, remember this: nobody ever went broke by giving. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.